Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious. If you are a new subscriber, I'm glad to have you here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Kudos to you for coming back. Today we're going to be talking about fear of marriage. From the social media and the things you see online, the rate of divorce, number of marriages that are not working, family issues here and there, or even from your own environment, your family, from stories you've heard. I'm sure that a lot of us have fear of marriage already, especially the singles in our midst, or even teenagers. Yeah. So today I'm talking about 5 things about marriage, or 5 things about the fear of marriage, and I hope that this blesses you and that you learn 1 or 2 things from here. So the first thing we're talking about today on fear of marriage is that first of all, your fear is valid. Yes, in as much as we're not supposed to be afraid, or we are encouraged to like push past our fear, we must come to know that our fear is valid or necessary, right? So that we'll be able to do what is right. So when we say the fear of marriage is valid, what do we mean? We mean that it is okay. We mean that it is true that there are things to be afraid of when getting into marriage. And that is stemming from the fact that marriage is a covenant. Aside that, marriage also involves a lot of commitments, committing your life to someone, committing to live with someone for the rest of your life, committing to work with someone, grow with someone, to share a lot of things with another person. That is a whole lot of commitment, and you have to tolerate a lot of things. You have to change some things about you, perhaps not change in totality, but it involves some sort of compromise. So whether the compromise is now a good compromise or a bad compromise is a story of another day. But first of all, you need to realize that your fear of marriage is valid. That is because there's a whole lot that is involved in marriage, right? The second thing I would like to share is that fear stems from uncertainty. Why are we even afraid? Like, the fact that somebody married isn't doing well does not necessarily mean that ours will not do well. And the fact that another person's marriage is doing well does not mean that ours will do well. Anyways, whatever the case is, why are we afraid? Why are we including all of these factors, the domestic abuse, the divorce, the unfaithfulness, the wastage when it comes to financial resources, or lackadaisical attitude, or non-tolerance, or inhumanity in marriage, or lack of care, of true love? All of these factors, why do they matter? Why are we taking them into consideration? That's just because there is a lot of uncertainty in marriage, and that's the truth. The fact that we do not know what will happen. The person that we're getting married to can lose a leg tomorrow. The person can fall ill, also, or even die. The person we're getting married to can change. They can change like 360 degree, perhaps 180 degree if they like you. They can fail. They're human beings. They can fail, right? So there's a lot of uncertainty. What if this person cheats tomorrow? What will be my response? What if it's not just once and it becomes a normal thing? How do I handle this? What if this person gets broke in the future, or the person just becomes lazy and stops working and leaves me to fend for the family? Whether you are a male or a female, these are things that actually keep us concerned. And because there's a lot of uncertainty, it makes us fear. It makes us have a lot of concerns for marriage. And why this is very important, the truth is that we might not necessarily know a person 100%. In fact, the chances of you knowing a person 100% is inexistent. You can never know the other person you're getting to marry 100%, because the person lived lives, like they had thousands of days they have lived and hundreds of thousands of hours they have lived on earth before they met you. So they cannot tell you all of the things they have done in those days, during those hours and those time of their lives. They can only tell you like the major ones, even the ones they remember and the ones they feel like they want to tell you. And the truth is, you cannot like learn everything from just talking to them and just communicating with them, which is why there is a lot of fear. I'll try to do a video on how to handle the fear of marriage. But for now, let's just deal with the fear of marriage. So the first one so far we've learned to the first one is that concerning fear of marriage, your fear is valid because that's what we see in the world today. That's what is happening. So if you're saying I'm not concerned about marriage, or I don't care, I just want to go into marriage, maybe when you're in it, you might come to realize why you should have taken a lot of concrete steps on making your marital decisions. I know that why we cannot say for a fact that we know a person and vouch for that person, the person will not disappoint us. There's a level or degree of certainty that we can know, right? And much more than what they say, we should be looking at what they do and a lot of other things which I cannot put in this video right now. Anyways, the third point on the fear of marriage would be that fear cripples us. It's a general fact that fear cripples us, fear limits. You know, you're saying, oh, what if, and what if not? What if that thing we're afraid of doesn't happen? So fear of marriage, a heightened degree of concern for marriage can actually lead us to lose or miss out on true love, or it can cause a lot of strain in the right relationship, just stemming from trust issues, past experiences, and the baggage that we're carrying into that relationship. It's a lot of baggage and can affect the relationship negatively. Some of us might have been in a relationship where we have the right person, we feel that that's the right person, but because of the concerns that we have, we're not able to go through with that relationship, right? And sometimes we regret, other times we let it go, but it does not stop the fact that the tendency to find true love, the tendency to be in the right relationship with the right person will be strained. So while our concerns for all of the things and factors we have talked about are valid, it does not mean that they should cripple us or they should limit us or stop us from having or experiencing true love. So far, we have learned that our concerns of marriage or about marriage is valid. We have also learned that fear stems from uncertainty and that fear cripples or limits. The next thing is that fear keeps us in the prisons of our emotions. This ties with the third point. It keeps us in prison. We're not able to move forward. We're not able to move backwards. We're not able to even stay there. It just keeps us in a roller coaster of emotions. Oh, I love you, but I cannot proceed to a relationship with you. I love you, but I can't take this a step further. Or you're the kind of person I want, but I'm not sure I can do this with you. And the person is asking, why? What's wrong? Well, fear keeps us in the prisons of our emotions. And then we're there, heartbroken, even though we're not supposed to be heartbroken. But that's not what I feel you want, right? So know that fear keeps us in the prisons of our emotions. And the last thing I would say about fear of marriage, which literally I would say is one of the things you should do to overcome the fear of marriage, is that your fear can be channeled. You can channel that fear into the right thing. I'm a person who believes in channeling emotions, channeling desires into doing things that are more productive, better, and will yield greater results. Yes, so though your concerns are valid, but what are you doing about your concerns? If you're just thinking about your concerns, just talking about your concerns, you're just sharing your concerns, it doesn't take away the fact that your concerns are there, right? So there are things you should be doing, and I mean, channel your fear correctly. Channel your fear to yield greater results. Channel your fear to help you be the person you want to be and to be the person that you would like to have, such that you have your standards. So I'm not saying you should have these, unrealistic standards. I'm just saying have the right standards so that when someone comes to you and are interested in you, they see you for who you really are. You don't want to be saying that, oh, I'm not married, or I don't want to get married because I'm afraid that my spouse, my future partner would cheat on me, or that they would just be lazy, or that they would steal your funds, your money, or that they would just change. That should not be a reason why you should not get married. Let it be that if you're not getting married, it should just be your choice or your decision not to get married. And that decision should not be based on all of these concerns, because in as much as we are here talking about all of these concerns about marriage, There are people who are enjoying their marriage. I'm sure even as a single, your life is not free of a little bit of drama here and there sometimes. There are certain things concerning our jobs, our house where we live, our cars, using a commercial bus and Uber, there could be an accident. Each day that you live, there is a risk. The point is just the degree of the risk, right? So, channeling your fear would help you to build yourself up better, not to build walls. No, but you're building values, you're building systems, you're building characters. You're setting those standards that help the person who would approach you or who you would approach know the person you are. And two things is either they're leveling up to you or you both are already leveled up and are just growing together, right? And you're not expecting you to change for them. When I mean you changing for them, you would not leave the true and good values that you have set for yourself. No, you won't be doing that. You won't be coming below those standards, right? Rather, you want somebody who would work with you and make you even better than you are. And I'm sure there will be a lot of trust from such a relationship. Just like I said earlier, as a single, your life is not free from uncertainties. But you don't just live your life just being afraid of stepping out, or being afraid of working, or being afraid of driving your car, or being afraid of being in transit, or being afraid of a whole lot of things. If it's like that, you should just, like, I don't know, go to the forest and leave. But even if you go to the forest to leave, there'll also be chances that wild animals will eat you up. So I mean, there's gonna be uncertainties, but there are things to do. So in a subsequent video, I'll be talking about things we can do to overcome the fear or concerns that we have about marriage, are practical steps to take. And I feel like if we're really true to ourselves, and if we really meet people who are true to us, then we can overcome these fears. We just have to know what we really want. And when we don't see what we want and what we truly want, then I mean, there's no need to proceed. So I hope this video helped you, and you can also share what other fears or concerns that you have about marriage in the comment section. I would like to read them and know about them. So guys, I hope I've been able to help you with the concerns you have about marriage, and also sharing with you what I think about the fear of marriage. I mentioned 5 of them, which I will reiterate. First, your concerns are valid. 2, fear stems from uncertainties. 3, fear cripples or limits. 4, fear makes you live in the presence of your emotions. And 5, you can channel your fear. Your fears are channelable. Yeah, so I hope this helped you. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up, like this video, comment, share this video with your friends and loved ones. So thank you very much for watching this video. Till I come your way again, stay blessed. Bye.